listeners and viewers. Welcome to another inspiring edition of our Virtual of the Week on Splash Lounge. On Splash FM, we are broadcasting live from Efalai in Ekiti State. On Splash Lounge this morning, we thank God for seeing us through the first 6 months of 2026. Last week, we reflected on the importance of gratitude, appreciating God, ourselves, and the people around us. Now, as we begin a new month and the second half of the year, our focus shifts to purposeful living. Today, we'll be talking about the word purposeful living. Every new month is an opportunity to make better choice, set meaningful goals, and live each day with intention. This morning, join us as we explore what it means to live purposefully and how this virtue can help us make the remaining months of 2026 more productive and fulfilling. Thank you for tuning in to Splash Lounge on Splash FM. I am Oluwadamilola Olayinka Sherogun. I am your presenter on Splash Lounge for this morning. Without wasting much of our time, I welcome you to another new week, another edition of Splash Lounge on Splash FM. Now, let's quickly dig into the meaning of purposeful living. Meaning of purposeful living is the deliberate choice to live each day with a clear sense of directions, values, and goals. It means making decisions and taking actions that align with your purpose, rather than simply reacting to circumstances. A person who lives purposefully is intentional about how they spend their time. A person who lives purposefully, they are always intentional about how they spend their time, use their talent, and contribute positively to society. On Splash Lounge this morning, we are welcoming you once again to the month of July, and we are urging you to live purposefully. In a nutshell, purposeful living is living with intention and meaning. Living with intention and meaning, where you are able to define your goal. You set a clear goal. You have a sense of humor. You know what to do at the right time and at the right place. A person who lives purposefully, don't forget, they are always intentional about how they spend their time, use their talents, and contribute positively to society. Now, let's talk about the next segment, which is types of purposeful living. Types of purposeful living. Number 1, we have personal purpose, focusing on personal growth, health, character, and self-improvement. Do not take your health, your personal growth for granted. Watch over it very well. Invest in yourself. Do what makes you happy. In this month of July, be up and doing. In your character, in your self-improvement, spend on yourself. Number two, we have family purpose. Being committed to building strong family relationships and fulfilling responsibility at home as a father, as a mother, as a daughter, as a son, as a children. I want you to know that all of us in our family, we have something that we need to fulfill. Yes. Father provide for the family, mother support, and you as a children, if you are placed to learn a skills or be put into school, make sure you do well. Yes, that is your responsibility. Your parents are not asking you to bring money. Your parents are not asking you to pay for your own tuition fees. Just know that your academics, whatsoever they place in your hands, make sure you do it well and live purposefully. Don't forget, you're on Splash Lounge with Oluwadamilola Olayinka Shereogun. Now, let's move to the number 3 of types of purposeful living. We have career or professional purpose, using your skills and talent to excel in your work and make a positive impact. Yes, using your skills and talent to excel in your work and make a positive impact. We have number 4, we have community purpose, serving others through volunteers work, leadership, or acts of kindness that benefits society. And it's not until when you are a politics that's when you can do something for your society. Your character means a lot to others. Don't pollute the environment, the society with your character, your attitude, your behavior. No, don't do that. Contribute positively to the society through a volunteer work. Don't litter the floor. There are a lot of things to do. Little children are watching you. Some people can be like, oh, I want to become like you in the future. Through seeing you alone, they can desire to be like you in the future, meaning that you are contributing to your community. Now we have the last one under the segments of types of purposeful living. We have spiritual purpose, living according to your faith and moral values while seeking to glorify God through your actions. This one means whatsoever you believe in, be Allah, be God, be whatsoever religion you believe in, when you are living according to your faith and moral values while seeking to glorify God through your actions. Yes, because actions speak louder than voice sometimes. Some people judge afar, though it's not supposed to be so, but the way you dress is the way you be addressed. Don't forget, you are on Splash Lounge on Sunsplash FM. We are broadcasting live from Efalaye in Ekiti State. This morning, we are talking about purposeful living. We've talked about the definition and the types. Now, let's move to the characteristics of purposeful living. Number 1, we have clear goals and direction. A person who lives purposefully knows what they want to achieve and has a plan for getting there. They do not live aimlessly but works towards meaningful objective. You don't work aimlessly. You have clear goals and direction. Even when people are telling you that goal is nothing, that goal you cannot achieve it, that goal is not something you should go for, maybe because of your skills, one or two things. But you as a person that you want to live a purposeful living, you must have a clear goals. Yes, you must have a clear direction. Don't be moved by the wind, by the prayer of the society, by the prayer of the family. Have a clear goals and direction. Number 2, we have intentionality. Intentionality, yes, purposeful people make conscious decisions on how they spend their time, energy, and resources. They act with purpose instead of simply going with the flow. They act with the purpose. You don't flow with your society. You don't flow with how countries are. You have You are always intentional. Yes, be intentional. Don't act with purpose instead of simply going with the flow. Yes, you act with the purpose. Rather, please, you act with the purpose. Look at your purpose, your objective, your aim, your mission, your vision. Don't just act with the flow. Now we have number three, we have self-discipline. On Splash Lounge, we've talked about self-discipline on this channel. Yes, self-discipline as a person that wants to live a purposeful life. They have the ability to control their actions. That's self-discipline for you. You have the ability and you must have it. If you want to live a purposeful life in the month of July for the rest of these 6 months in year 2026, you must have control over your actions, emotions, and desires. Make sure you have controls. You don't do things anyhow. You don't be in all places. You cannot be called and you show up immediately. Have self-control. Control your time, control your energy. Don't just flow with what you are hearing outside. Somebody just call you very early in the morning, maybe on Monday morning like this, whereas you're supposed to be at your working place or dressing up for work, but you leave the necessary things and started attending to something that is not necessary. Are you aware about that? People will start calling you and be like, oh, if I call this man, he will answer me instantly. It's just a, let me say, is such a jobless person. No, don't be jobless in the month of July. Have control over your actions, emotions, and desire. Self-discipline helps you, or let me say help them, that live purposefully to stay committed to their goals. Even when they face distractions and temptations, they are always committed, because if you are self-disciplined, you don't do things anyhow, you don't act anyhow, you don't behave anyhow, you don't eat anyhow. The next one, which is number 4, is responsibility. Responsibility. They ask responsibility for their choice and actions. For their choice and actions, rather than blaming others for their failures. They learn from their mistake and seek ways to improve. You don't blame people under you. You don't blame people. You don't blame others for your action. If you're a boss, if you're a leader, if you are being committed to one post or the other, don't blame people under you. People living purposefully, they take responsibility for their actions. You don't blame others. You learn from your mistake, then you pick up again. Last week, if there are some things you need to do and you did not do them, make sure you start up again. This is another new week. Another one, under the characteristics of purposeful living, we have focus. Very, very, very important. Don't be moved by the noise of the market. As a marketer or as a producer, don't be moved by some noises. When you are going to the market to buy one or two things as a consumer, you don't be moved by the noise. Be focused. What you are looking for, just go straight to the point. Don't be moved by the waves of the noise. Now, a purposeful person stays concentrated on what truly matters and ignore what does not matter. They avoid unnecessary distractions and remain committed to achieving their goals. Then we have good time management. This one is very, very important. It's very, very important. Where you are not invited to, do not show up there. Do not be available all the time. When you are always available all the time, people will always take you for granted. They recognize that time is valuable and use it wisely. They understand that time is valuable and they use it wisely. They prioritize important tasks, avoid procrastination, and make every day productive. Since January, Are you aware that some people set goal for the beginning of this year, month, but they haven't started doing anything about it? No, it's not supposed to be so. It's very, very wrong. Make sure you stop procrastination. All the work you've procrastinated to this new month, make sure you do it. Be up and doing. Stand on your feet. Do something. Yes, be up and doing. The next one, we have perseverance. Challenges and setbacks, do not discourage them. If you want to live purposefully, challenges shouldn't discourage you. They remain determined. Continue working hard and believe that persistence leads to success. Yes. If what you did last week does not work, do something new. Re-strategize. Stand up on your feet. Do it again. Yes, do it again. Be consistent. Then the next one, we have integrity. That's under the characteristics of purposeful living. We have integrity. Purposeful living is built on honest and strong moral values. Let me come again, guys. Purposeful living is built on honesty and strong moral values. Such individuals do what is right even when no one is watching and remain true to their principle. You as a staff, as a workers, as a student, your parents sent you to school or your boss committed something into your hands, make sure you do it right. Even when they are watching you and when they are not watching you. We are still on Splash Lounge this morning. We are still under the segment of characteristics of purposeful living. Then the next one we have here is continuous learning. Yes, continuous learning. They understand that growth is a lifelong process. They are always willing to gain new knowledge, improve their skills, and learn from their experience. Yes. Then the next one we have positive influence. I said something the other time that we have community purpose. It is not until when you are a politician that's when you can impact your society. The little ones are watching you. You must impact them positively. You must impact them positively, not negatively. They will look at your dress, they will look at what you are doing, and sometimes they will be like, oh, I want to become like you in the future. That means you are influencing your community. That's why we have, under the characteristics of purposeful living, we have positive influence. A purposeful person inspires others through their words, actions, and lifestyle. They encourage people to pursue meaningful goals and make positive contribution to their families, workplace, and community. You're on Splash Lounge with Oluwadamilola Olayinka Sheremu. Don't forget that we are discussing the topic that says purposeful living. Last week we discussed about gratitude, but this morning we are reminding us that this is another 6 months, the remaining 6 months in the year 2026, and we are talking about the word purposeful living. Now, let's move to the next segment on how to apply purposeful living in our daily lives. How to apply purposeful living in our daily lives. We have number one, we have set clear goals daily, weekly, and long time. Yes, set clear daily, weekly, and long time goals. It is very, very important. Daily, weekly, long time goals. Set it. It is very, very important. It will help you to do well in this new month. Number two, begin each day with a plan and prioritize important tasks. Yes, prioritize important tasks. Do not attend to what you are not being called for. Do not go to where you are not needed, so that you won't embarrass yourself. Anywhere you are not invited to, do not go there, so that you not embarrass yourself. In this new month, live a purposeful life. Set clear daily, weekly, and long time goals. Begin each day with a plan and prioritize important tasks. The next one, on how to apply purposeful living in our daily lives, we have use your time wisely by avoiding procrastination and unnecessary distraction. Let me come again. Use your time wisely by avoiding procrastination and unnecessary distractions. Then the next one, we have make decisions based on your values rather than emotion or peer pressure. Yes, make decisions based on your values. Do things that are valuable to you. Before you consider others sometimes, consider yourself, consider your health, consider your wealth, consider everything that needs to deal with your life. That means you have to make decision that is useful for yourself. The next one we have is keep learning by reading. You as a student, even when you are not a student, keep learning by reading, acquiring new skills, and seeking knowledge. Yes, continue seeking knowledge. It is very, very important. Go beyond your discipline. Go beyond your okay, let me call it discipline. Go beyond that. Learn new things, acquire new skills. You as a student, go beyond the four corners of your class. The next one is serve others through kindness, honesty, and generosity. What you don't want others to do to you, do not do it to others. I mean it, and I want you to apply it this month and this week. Whatsoever you don't want others to do to you, don't do it to others. Serve others through kindness, honesty, and generosity. The same way you want others to do to you, then do it in this new month to others. Do not treat people as if they are mere assets to you. Value every of your workers, value every of your staff, value every of your students in your class, and you as a student, value your teachers. Treat them with honesty. The same way you want people to do to you, make sure you do that to others too. It is very, very important. That shows you are living a purposeful life. Don't forget that we are talking about purposeful living this morning on Splash Lounge, on Sunsplash FM with Oluwadamilola Olayinka Sherelle. The next one here says, stay committed to your responsibilities even when they become difficult. Yes, it is not that easy. I want you to take fathers as an example. All the responsible fathers out there, I celebrate you all. And all the responsible mothers out there, I celebrate you. And all the responsible children there, I celebrate every one of you. You as a breadwinner of your family, I celebrate you. You know, sometimes when things are difficult for the fathers, they will still put on an action. They will try to be strong for their family because they don't have anybody to report to. Yes, you as a children, if anybody offend you, maybe in your school, oh, sometimes your daddy will be like, tell me what happened in your school today. Can you just gist me? Let's chat. Let's talk about what happened in your school today. Then both of you will sit down. You will report to your father, somebody that look at you, somebody that step on your toes, somebody that insulted you. But the father, the mothers, they have no one to complain to. So meaning that they stay committed to their responsibilities even when they become difficult. Next one here means reflect on your progress regularly. Reflect on your progress regularly and make improvements where necessary. Reflect on your progress from January to this present movement, from last month to this month. Make sure you reflect on your progress. Make necessary improvements. The last one under the segment on how to apply purposeful living in our daily life is maintain a positive attitude and remain hopefully during challenges. This is powerful. Yes, this is powerful. On Splash Lounge this morning, we are telling you to maintain a positive attitude and remain hopefully during challenges. Call God. Call whatsoever you believe into. Or call whatsoever you believe in. If you believe in God, if you believe in Allah, if you believe in anything, make sure you call them to help, because sometimes life will throw a lot of things at us. It's now left to you to maintain a positive attitude and remain hopeful during challenges. Conclusion on purposeful living this morning on Splash Lounge says purposeful living is a lifestyle of intentional. Yes, purposeful living is a lifestyle of intention. You must be intentional. Responsibility and committed. You must be committed. You must be self-discipline, integrity. Yes, it enables us to make the most of every opportunity. Remain focused on what truly matters and positively impact the lives of others. I told you the other time, it is not when you are a religious leader, politician's leader, or a politics or a spiritual leader. No, you as a person in your community, you must impact your society positively. Let the little ones learn from you. Your action, your character, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself speak a lot to the young ones out there. Then it enables us to make the most of every opportunity, remain focused on what truly matters, and positively impact the lives of others, like I said the other time. As we begin this new month and continue the second half of a year, let us choose to live with purpose, pursue meaningful goals, and make each day count. On Splash Lounge this morning, we've talked about purposeful living, and that's all for today on Splash Lounge on Sunsplash FM. Don't forget that this is another new month to be up and doing. This is another new month to be serious. This is another half of the year to do what counts, to do what matters. Wherever you are not invited into, do not show face. Respect yourself. Respect your time. Respect whatsoever that belongs to you. Put yourself first. Take care of your health. Be intentional about your personal growth. It is very, very important. That's it on Splash Lounge this morning. Thank you all for joining me and tuning into Splash Lounge on Sunsplash FM. Thank you so much. Next week, we'll be talking more about another virtue of life. This week, be up and doing. And on Splash Lounge this morning, I'm wishing you happy new month, happy new week, and happy happy 6 months of the year of 2026, meaning that this is another half of the year. We've started January. From January to June, that one has ended. This is another new month. From July to December, it is another half of the year 2026. Please be up and doing. Make sure you live a purposeful living. Thank you so much. See you next week. Bye.